Howdy, friends. Welcome back to Feedstuffs 365. I'm Andy Vance here with you for another conversation with one of the leaders in the feed industry, talking about some of the current challenges facing feed producers and the animal agriculture industry at large. Joining me is François Fernandez, the Vice President of Premix and Services for Wisium, which is part of ADM Animal Nutrition. François, thank you for joining us on the program. If you would, to help folks get to know you a little bit better, to kind of understand your perspective and point of view on some of the topics we're going to cover today, would you give us a bit of background about yourself and what you do at ADM via Wisium?
Yeah, thank you. Happy to be there this afternoon to discuss about Wisium and the Premix and Services business of ADM. So I'm François Fernandez. I'm overseeing the business of Premix and Services of ADM at global level. I'm acting in this business for a few years now. I would say quite long years. I've been acting in feed activity and in premix activity. What I'm focusing in is really developing this business, which is about getting the right approach with the customers, um, launching the right strategy, spreading the activity in the global world, and taking a right position for us for the future, and helping the customers to grow in this challenging world.
I mentioned the Wisium brand that you're involved with and have been involved with establishing and growing around the globe. I don't know how many of our colleagues here stateside might be familiar with the brand. Certainly, great presence globally. Would you tell us a little bit about Wisium and its history and what exactly the brand is all about, please?
Yeah, Wisium is quite a new one. I mean, we launched Wisium in 2016. Inside Wisium, you find already some key position of Premix with a large and huge story inside. This is coming from a very long story on knowledge on animal nutrition coming from 50 years. But indeed, in 2016, we decided to get a new speed on that, and we launched Wisium. We begin by Brazil, by the way. That was the first country in which we launched Wisium. And we have been very fast from the last years. I think that in the four first years, we really speed up the brand, speed up the way to launch it. I would say that all in all, it's about a new brand, which a new purpose to the market. We want really to act as a global player and trying to get the real speed with our customers. And we have been launching the brand, organizing the teams. It has been more about organizing the right know spreading in the globe, acting with customers. The brand is there to support this intention, to overguide where we're going to go. But it's quite new, but we have been very speed.
Understand involved now in 60 countries in producing 50 million tons a
Mhm.
year using Wisium's technology. What do you see as some of the key differentiators of the brand? The global premix business, very competitive. What are some of the key differentiators for you and Wisium as part of the ADM portfolio?
Well, first of all, I would say that we are part of the global ADM proposal. So then, being part of ADM brings us some strength specific in the market, which is about covering the whole and global position of ADM. But we are focusing on a premix business, which is about giving the right advice and providing products. I see the business of premix like a very large portfolio of products fitting with the needs of the customers. The difference we can bring to the market is really about the network of know-how that we are building. So really the way that we organize the network, the how we invest on know-how of the teams connected with the customers, this is part of our differentiation. No, indeed, we've got some specific products, specific offers, try to get some specific speed. We will talk about that a bit later on, showing some examples on dedicated new offers. One of the offers that are quite new at the moment is the Partner for Life, which is P4L. This is one that we are focusing on at the moment, but we've got other ones that makes a difference. But I would say that all in all, we talk about a company having a deep knowledge on nutrition in a fast acceleration modus with innovation investment and industrial investments and playing new games in new areas. So that's about speed, that's about challenger, willing to innovate, willing to hear to the customers and to customize the solution. We try to be on top on a digital approach, for example, data management, which is the future. But and we try to get, yes, indeed, differentiation. But I would say that the aim of that is really to adapt our offer to each of the customers, knowing that honestly, each of them, depending on where they play, they've got specific challenge. So and we try to be local, to get the right teams on the right spot and invest on know-how.
You alluded to a couple different things there that got me thinking about innovation in this space and thinking about, again, how competitive the global premix business is. I'm wondering, what are some of the innovations you're seeing now across different species in your portfolio? What are some of the innovations that you're excited about and things that are happening in the business now?
I can take some few examples. I would say that we are focusing on some main challenges. I'm talking about fish efficiency, feed efficiency first. This is one of the key ones, and I've got an example. For example, a ruminant offer dedicated to this is a product and a concept. Which the name is Digest Up. This one is about improving the protection of the protein in dairy. So this is about using better the protein. Got another one in mind, which is the WinUp. WinUp is about piglet feeding, precision feeding, and we are really focusing on early feed to try to get the better at that stage of animals. But I've got other ones. For example, if we talk about poultry in layer, the welfare for the out of cages production of layers. This is a new challenge for the industry. We need really to reinvent the way to lead the nutrition, to adapt the way to produce from the breeder to the layer. And we have been working hard in some continents, some countries on that to get, let's say, the right way to manage it. Those are the type of examples in which I think we were really on the top of the needs, let's say like this.
When you're talking about some of those innovations, and I'm thinking about your poultry example as a really key one. Many of those you described as things to help meet some of the current challenges in the industry, and boy, it feels like there are a long list of challenges facing the industry right now. What do you see as some of the biggest challenges facing feed manufacturers, producers, and of course the food animal producers that the feed industry serves? What are those challenges you're most closely watching now?
There is kind of acceleration of a trend related to sustainability, animal welfare. The reduction of medication usage is something we are working hard on to try to get some new approaches on that because we are not yet at the level of not using antibiotics and medicines, which is something that everybody target, the society is targeting. So then this one is one when we talk about welfare that I have in mind at the moment. But feed conversion and optimization of the raw material usage, precise nutrition is key. It has been key on the past. I mean, it's key for the future. And with the new increase of raw material pricings, the challenge on producing high quality food and at the same time being competitive and very efficient, this is a continuous challenge. So and that one is really also something very important. And I would say that on this one we are investing continuously. I have in mind, for example, some specific softwares that we are developing at the moment. EcoAdvice is an example. EcoAdvice is about having a specific calculation on the value of a raw material connected with the labs and analysis quality control plan, let's say, deliverables, and then you can adapt and fine tune the how you feed the animals. So then this type of development, which is about securizing and analyzing the right data, is something we were investing on. Got another one in mind, which is still on a building momentum. We are willing we are developing at the moment, and we target to launch in the market really the future of the ruminant formulation approach. The name of this software already partly in the market is AliPlan, but we are working today on the next step for this one. That will be really the way to advise in a proper way the farm management when we talk about ruminants, including economical targets, including sustainability approach, etc., etc. So at the moment, this one will be, let's say, the new version will be launched in a few time, in as short as possible, I think. But it's a enormous project that we are launching at the moment internally, with an intention to be in the market in 1 year and some, let's say like this. The target is to have something really high level, including the new needs. Yeah.
Well, and earlier you mentioned another launch of that Partner for Life
Yep.
program you talked about. I'd like to learn a little bit more about that because as I was doing some reading in preparation for our conversation about Partner for Life, it seems like an opportunity that addresses a couple of those different challenges that you highlighted a moment ago.
Yeah, I mean, we decided to try to accelerate the way that we can provide solutions to this challenge, which is about reducing absolutely the medicine usage. We think about that and say, okay, we work during 1 year, something like that, to define exactly on which segment we can try to improve and to help the customers to catch this, to tackle this challenge and to really reduce this usage. We have been thinking about that, and we launched a holistic approach, which is including nutrition, also farm management, and also data management, as I explained to you. So then this part is included completely in the offers. It's a multi-species offer, but yes, indeed, dedicated for each species on the specific target for the species, with this concept on having inside at the same time nutrition, farm management, and data approach. So that's exactly what we've been launching. If we talk about poultry, for example, we focus on safety food. If we talk about swine, the new challenge, for example, that is included in this offer is how to decrease the usage of zinc oxide, because you know that the regulation is changing very fast. So then this is also one example. We even go for some dedicated software which is helping also to make a complete audit of each of the farm adapted for each of the species. So that's more or less the concept we are in. Um, this will be a dynamic offer anyway. I mean that today you've got also specific products, quite unique products inside that are also a weapon to fight against or to help us on this challenge. But the product is not enough. So the product is part of the solution, and you have inside the offer specific products, very unique, but they need to fit exactly with the needs. So you need first to analyze what are the real challenges and where you go in terms of safety, everything included. So the teams have been working hard, and we are launching this at the moment. We target 5 or 6 first countries. So I can, for example, speak about France, Spain, Brazil, Mexico, China are part, let's say, of the first one in countries in which we are launching this offer, and step by step we will spread that in the other countries.
Oh, it's been a very busy 5, 6 years for you and your colleagues at Wisium. What's next? What do you have on the horizon, or your vision for what the next 5 to 6 years look like for the brand?
Well, for the brand, it will be about continuing to develop and grow. Since the beginning, we have been focusing some key areas for us. I'm thinking about Latin America and Asia, but not only. In Africa, we are acting very fast now with some key position in Nigeria, South Africa as examples. So we need really to accelerate there because the needs are coming very in a fast way now in those areas. But I would say that for us, it's about continuously investing in innovation with the help of all the network of ADM and all the means of ADM, and to continue developing the activities in some key countries. I've got in mind Latin America, which is one area in which we want to continue investing. We have been really growing very fast in this area. We will grow also our industrial footprint. You know that this year or last year we entered in Vietnam with a new factory. Philippines was also a new factory there. So then we will continue really investing in industry because we need to be close to our markets to deliver the right and proper product for the future. And at the same time, we will invest on organization know-how continuously because we expect the challenges of the society to be more complex even tomorrow, and we want to be a partner for the industry to help them really to fix those challenges and to bring a solution. So, and we are working on that. In a very soon time, we will launch a new factory and a new line of production for the Premix pet food for Europe in France. That's something which is on the table for the coming months. So very active, let's say like this, and trying to grow.
I think that's a great place to end it. Thank you, François Fernandez, Vice President of Premix and Services for Wisium, part of ADM Animal Nutrition, for giving us an overview of the company, the products, and where you're going your vision for Wisium around the globe. Thanks for joining us. And thank you, friends, for joining us in this edition of Feedstuffs 365. If you want to find any of our recent conversations with industry leaders like François, you can find it at feedstuffs365.com. All of our content available there on demand. And of course, right at the top of the page, you'll see all of our upcoming episodes as well. Find us most weekday afternoons at 2 Eastern, 1 Central, all at Feedstuffs 365. Until next time, I'm Andy Vance, wishing you a great rest of your day.